Good afternoon, dear children. Welcome to our open lesson. I'm glad to see you and I hope that you will enjoy today's lesson. Okay, our lesson objective is to learn space vocabulary, to research amazing facts about space, to listen and read the full gist, to read specific information, multiple choice. Here, we divide into two groups. Please select a part. And then after first group is come here. Next second group is sun, 6.
Our solar system is one of over 500 known solar systems in the entire Milky Way galaxy. The solar system came into being about 4.5 billion years ago when a cloud of interstellar gas and dust collapsed, resulting in a solar nebula, a swirling disk of material that collided to form the solar system. The solar system is located in the Milky Way's Orion star cluster. Only 15% of stars in the galaxy host planetary systems, and one of those stars is our own Sun. Revolving around the Sun are 8 planets. The planets are divided into 2 categories based on their composition: terrestrial and Jovian. Terrestrial planets, including Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are primarily made of rocky material. Their surfaces are solid, they don't have ring systems, they have very few or no moons, and they are relatively small. The smallest and closest to the Sun is Mercury, which has the shortest orbit in the solar system at about 3 Earth months. Venus is the hottest planet, with temperatures of up to 867 degrees Fahrenheit due to an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and extensive lava flows. Next to this world of fire is a world of water, Earth. The water systems on this planet help create the only known environment in the universe capable of sustaining life. The last of the terrestrial planets, Mars, might have also supported life about 3.7 billion years ago when the planet had a watery surface and moist atmosphere. Beyond the 4 terrestrial planets of the inner solar system lie the Jovian planets of the outer solar system. The Jovian planets include gas giants Jupiter and Saturn and ice giants Uranus and Neptune. The gas giants are predominantly made of helium and hydrogen, and the ice giants also contain rock, ice, and a liquid mixture of water, methane, and ammonia. All 4 Jovian planets have multiple moons, sport ring systems, have no solid surface, and are immense. The largest Jovian is also the largest planet in the solar system, Jupiter. Nearby is Saturn, the solar system's second largest planet. Its signature rings are wide enough to fit between Earth and the Moon, but are barely a kilometer thick. Past Saturn are the ice giants Uranus and Neptune. The slightly bigger of these ice giants, Uranus, is famous for rotating on its side. Next to Uranus is Neptune, the outermost planet in the solar system and also one of the coldest. Orbiting the terrestrial planets is the asteroid belt, a flat disk of rocky objects full of remnants from the solar system's formation, from microscopic dust particles to the largest known object, the dwarf planet Ceres. Another disk of space debris lies much further out and orbits the Jovian planets, the icy Kuiper belt. Apart from asteroids, the Kuiper belt is also home to dwarf planets such as Pluto and is the birthplace of many comets. Beyond the Kuiper belt is the Oort cloud, a vast spherical collection of icy debris. It is considered the edge of the solar system since that is where the gravitational and physical influences of the Sun end. Our solar system's particular configuration of planets and other celestial objects, all revolving around a life-giving star, make it a special place to call home.
First question, how many planets are in the solar system?
Eight.
8. Yes. Next question, what is the largest planet in our system?
Jupiter.
Please, Jupiter. Yes. The next question, which was the smallest planet within our solar
Neptune.
system? Please, you.
The smallest planet is Mercury.
Mercury. Okay. The next, what protects us from meteorites and radiation from the sun? Radiation from the sun. Please.
The ozone layer.
And
One moon.
no. What protect us from the meteorites and
Mars.
radiation? Ozone layer. Okay.
Ozone layer.
I did. Perfect. Okay, the next is the sun a star or planet? Star. You're right. The next, who was the first person to walk on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
Next, what planet is known as a red planet?
Mars.
Which is Mars. Okay. Who was the first man in space? NASA. Yes. Okay. The next, what's the name of NASA's most famous space telescope?
Hubble Space Telescope.
Yes. Hubble Space Telescope. The last question, which planet has the most moons? Do you know? Which planet has the most moons? Saturn, yes. Saturn. Perfect, girls and the boys. Look at the next last number. To check these words and the friends to work this on the back on the book. Use them to complete the sentence. Well, who wants? Let's begin.
Pluto became known as a dwarf planet in 2006.
You're right. Next, please you.
Scientists believe that there may be a planet entirely made of diamonds 40 million light years away.
Perfect. Okay. And who was next? Please you.
The moon used to be part of the Earth. It broke off when a large object hit the Earth billions of years ago.
Perfect. And then next, please you.
There is no sound in space because it has no atmosphere. However, astronauts can still communicate because the radio waves can travel through space.
Good job. Look at the next. Okay. Open the next page number 48. Okay, so we have a problem here. Okay, look at the task. Number 1, look at the pictures and the title of the text. What do you think the text is about? What about this text? Look at the pictures. Maybe. And then?
I think this text about astronauts in space.
Okay. And the other one?
About traveling in space.
Girls?
About space.
And
Astronauts.
Okay. Look at the video about okay, so we have a problem here.
Houston, we've had a problem here. "200,000 miles from Earth, the crew of the third manned mission to the moon faced an astronaut's worst nightmare, an explosion on the spacecraft. It's the plot of the Oscar-winning film Apollo 13, but it's also a true story of survival against the odds. 2 days into the mission, the three-man crew faced catastrophe. They had been carrying out routine checks when there was a loud bang. Warning lights were starting to flash furiously. Looking out into space, they could see a trail of gas. The spacecraft was leaking oxygen. They sent out a short message to the scientists back on Earth. "Houston, we've had a problem here." They found out that a short circuit had caused an oxygen tank to explode. Their electricity supply in the command module depended on that oxygen, and pretty soon they would run out of both. The only solution was to conserve oxygen by moving from the command module into the lunar module, which would act as a kind of lifeboat. With its own power supply, oxygen and water, the three men could survive in the lunar module and return to Earth. There was another problem though. In an enclosed space like a lunar module, the carbon dioxide the crew was breathing out was dangerous. The equipment to clear the air of carbon dioxide was only built for 2 people. Now, it had to cope with 3. Amazingly, the crew managed to put together an adapter that reduced the carbon dioxide to a safe level. There was one final obstacle. The lunar module wasn't strong enough to re-enter Earth's atmosphere, so the crew had to transfer back into the damaged command module. To everyone's relief, the crew of Apollo 13 splashed down safely in the South Pacific Ocean on April the 17th. It was a space flight that would go down in history. Although the crew didn't land on the moon, NASA still considers the mission a success. The Apollo 13 disaster was proof that their highly trained astronauts could deal with anything that could go wrong.
First question, when did Apollo service start its journey?
Then April 1970.
Perfect. When did the problem begin? When did the problem begin?
2 days into the mission.
Yes, perfect. So next, what exactly happened? What exactly happened, girls, boys?
The 3-man crew faced with catastrophe.
And
The trail of gas, the spacecraft was leaking oxygen.
perfect, girls. Okay, next task. Take the word, translate the word back into the book using complete the sentence. Task number 2A. What demonstrate? With you.
Apollo 13 with the crew of the 3 people was the third manned mission to the moon.
You're right. Perfect. Next, you, please.
There were some problems during the lift-off, even before the spacecraft got into space.
Perfect. Next, you, please. Yes, you.
They noticed the spacecraft was leaking gas into space.
Please.
They thought a meteor had hit the spacecraft.
Right. Okay. With you.
The air in the lunar module contained carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. Okay. Last sentence, please.
The lunar model managed to re-enter Earth's atmosphere without landing on the moon.
Re-enter and our exercise made a poster. Imagine you are an astronaut traveling in space. Describe what you are wearing, what you can see around you, and what the purpose of your space mission. Understand this task? Yes. Okay, begin. I'll give you 5 minutes.
on the Mars. Yeah, so I'm wearing a spacesuit. As we can see in the picture,
I see the stars and other planets, and I see the shooting satellite.
We are in a spaceship.
we can see in our picture the flag of the NASA and the Sputnik satellites and the moon and Saturn. So, yep, and where the astronauts. And this is the lot of stars. So our team son. Well done.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, second group.
I am an astronaut. What I am wearing a spacesuit. What can I see? Mostly I saw darkness and a view of the planet Earth. Also, I see satellites.
What's the purpose of your space mission? Explore the space, explore the moon. Our mission was change the battery on the satellite.
Okay, thank you. Thank you guys for your attention. The lesson is over. Goodbye.